My sister doesn't want me to marry my fiancé because she's in love with him.
Scott, M, 26, and I, F, 24, are getting married in 3 months.
It's all planned. The guests are invited. Book the place. We decided to have a small family celebration so the two families could get to know each other better beforehand. It has never really happened in the 2 years that Scott and I have been together. For this reason, my sister Kira, F, 19, has not yet met my fiancé. Since I'm not really active on social media, she never saw a picture of us together and only knew about stories about him. So we invited our families to eat at a restaurant. Kira came last as she still had work to do. When she entered the restaurant and saw Scott, she started crying and yelling at me for how I could do this to her. Scott was surprised, Mom was confused, and Dad rolled his eyes. Kira has always been a drama queen. She had a full-blown temper tantrum, and Mom had difficulty getting her out of the room. Scott's family didn't understand what was happening but stayed quiet. The dinner was an awkward affair. Then, when Scott and I got home, I saw that I had several texts and calls from Kira. She demanded that I call off the wedding because she had been in love with Scott for many years. I didn't even know they knew each other. Scott just said he has no idea how my sister came up with it. The next day, Mom came by and told me what the problem was. Scott worked for a bowling alley as a teenager, where Kira first saw him and apparently fell in love with him. Since then, she just waited until she was 21 to make the first move. She didn't know where he lived, but she had found out from a friend, the sister of a friend of Scott's, where he was working. This friend found the whole thing funny and kept feeding her irrelevant information about Scott and his life. He had conveniently hidden the fact that he was with me. Now Kira is threatening to take her own life at our wedding and telling everyone I stole her boyfriend. I have no idea what to do in this case. Scott is very uncomfortable with all this, and he has uninvited the friend, who had talked to Kira, from the wedding. I would be very grateful for suggestions on how to deal with this.